Welcome back to TYT Sports. Francis and Jason here with you with three juicy, fantastic stories for you today. We're going to get right into it because James Harden has vowed to play defense next year.
Oh, I can't even get out.
We're not going to even hear him out first?
Yeah, we'll hear him out. We'll hear him out.
Okay.
We'll hear him out. I'll hear you out.
I think that's fair. Let's get right to James Harden's words because I actually believe he brings up some decent points. However, there is a lot of other ways to take this. So, quote, now with the more talent that's going to release some offensive pressure off of me, I'm going to be able to go out there and play both ends of the floor at a high level. It's really difficult to go out there, play all 82 games, lead the league in minutes, and have to do everything offensively. I mean, no one else had that weight on their shoulders in the league, so like I said, it doesn't really bother me. I focus on what I got to do, and I just go out there and do it. He is correct. He did lead the league in minutes, 38.1 minutes played per game last year. I think he's correct in a sense when he says that nobody had that much offensive pressure put on themselves like me. I think there's always a couple of players in the league that have that title to it. LeBron always has all the pressure on himself. Steph Curry, after winning the championship last year, had a ton of pressure on himself. And you could easily throw James Harden right into that mix, given that he was the end-all, be-all of that offense and a team what wasn't clicking with Dwight Howard, and that their shooters really, for the most part, went cold. They went from being the second seed in the Western Conference to getting ousted in the first round of the playoffs as the 8th seed. So I just don't think there's any really great excuse for not playing any defense.
No, that's the main point. And with greatness and great talent comes great responsibility, and you are expected to try and play both ends of the floor no matter what your circumstances are. LeBron James in the playoff final last season had no Kyrie Irving and no Kevin Love to assist him offensively when it came to that scenario, and he still was able to contribute phenomenally well on both ends of the floor. But that's LeBron James. He is considered a unique specimen for everyone apart from James Harden, because he himself and members of the Houston Rockets franchise and organization view James Harden as an MVP, all-star NBA player. So if they hold him to that standard and he holds himself to that standard, then you're expected, no matter what your circumstance, to contribute in any way possible. I understand that he is, specifically last season, was in a unique situation where he was the be-all and end-all of that offense, and he was expected to contribute a ridiculous amount. And when he did, they were infinitely better. And that may take some of his energy away from playing defense. But exactly as you stated, yes, your defensive capabilities might be limited in a way, but not completely removed. That's like he very rarely will play defense. And that's not me over-exaggerating. That's me watching and understanding that there's a difference between getting your body in the way and making it harder for another player to shoot rather than just putting a hand in and moving your hand in to try and stop.
Or just letting guys slip back door.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, look, you can type in on Google James Harden terrible defense and get a plethora of pages of videos of him just letting his guy walk by him, him holding out his arms and maybe going like that and then letting his guy right by him, not staying in front of his man at any point. But when it comes to the defensive end of the floor, a lot of capable, good defenders, they're just trying harder.
Yes.
Kawhi Leonard is the first guy back on defense every single play. He runs guys down in transition every single time. Draymond Green has that engine too. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting back before the rest of the team. It's hustle points. Coaches love them, and it goes a long way. Because when you see the ability to play both ends of the floor, if James Harden elevated his defensive game to where his offensive game is, you're talking about an MVP.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Rockets climbing up to the 4-3-ish seed.
When I'm looking at someone like J.R. Smith last season, who, again, he's not known for his defensive capabilities. He's known that he does try hard and he's willing to work hard for his team. But last season, he was just there. He was in Klay Thompson's face when he had to be. He was in Steph Curry's face when he had to be. And he just put his body into a position that made it frustrating for the opponent to shoot. Like, it's not a game where it's so majestic that these defensive abilities are so hard to master. Most of the time, as you mentioned, in all aspects of all sports, is just to make it less comfortable for that player to try and shoot. And yeah, there's going to be players like Steph Curry that no matter what you do, they're still going to get a shot away. But more often than not, if you make it a little bit more frustrating for them to try and shoot, especially when you've got a big body like James Harden, it's not like he's a minuscule player who just can't put his body in the way. He's a big guy, and he's very athletic.
Top of everything, James Harden is that type of scorer who knows he can get a shot off any which way. So use that to your advantage. Play yourself in the mirror. Learn your movements and mock them when you go out and play other guys. Especially deep outside the perimeter. Now, again, some players, the NBA is moving with the three-point shot evolving and getting stronger, like Pokemon. It's going from its Charmeleon phase to its Charizard phase. Is that a fair evolution?
I would say I like Charizard. I wouldn't say it too loud because there's people like roaming around our studio. If they hear Charizard, they're going to burst in here and try and catch it.
James Harden's a rare Pokemon. The three-point game is a rare Pokemon in this sense of the word. So, yes, some guys, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, yeah, you're not going to defend him 30 feet out, and I don't think James Harden's going to be the first guy to start defending him 30 feet out. But now it's just a matter of James Harden has vowed to play better defense next year. Let's see him actually play better defense. I'm actually one of the people, believe it or not, all Rockets hate, if you will, in the comment section aside, when James Harden tries playing defense, he's pretty good. There's actually a 25-minute compilation that somebody put together of James Harden playing good defense. So he's capable. It's just a matter of try. What is the phrase?
Consistent.
It's something if you try.
If at first you don't succeed, just pick yourself up
and
and
try again.